What's going on, guys? DLegend here. Today we are back with a PSA return. We have a lot of cards to go through, so let's not waste any time and we'll get right into it. So in total, about 4 boxes of cards. This was a really quick return, in all honesty. It was a bulk TCG submission, and in total we have 66 cards. So let's get right into it. Like I said, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't done so already, and leave a like on this video if you enjoyed the content. And check out the rest of my videos because lots of cool PSA returns and stuff like that in the past. And yeah, this sub is mostly Yu-Gi-Oh! I'd say like 80% Yu-Gi-Oh! The rest are Pokemon and One Piece and Lorcana cards. So yeah, anyways, let's just do it. First and foremost, a Strong Wind Dragon, Spanish, PSA 8. Not the best lighting today, sorry guys. It's just the weird glare from natural lighting versus artificial lighting. Here we go with a Duel Links Legend of... this is like a guide card, so it came from like some sort of book or guide or something along those lines. I can't quite remember. I'm going to have to shift these over so I can... And we have a Gem in 10. Beautiful card. Really nice blue eyes. Of course, STK art. Not going to go over everything super closely just because I won't have much time, like I said. And I don't think anything's in order, so it doesn't really matter which order I do this in. Next, we have an Immortal, Earthbound Immortal, Spanish. This one got a PSA 6. I'm not quite sure why. Like, there must be some sort of dent somewhere that I don't know about. This is not my card, so I didn't really inspect it super closely, to be honest with you. But there are some like slightly chipped corners and stuff like that. There must be some sort of dent or something though on the back of the card, because the 6s are not just randomly given usually, or like a soft corner or something like that, if that makes sense. So we'll have a pile for 10s, 8s, 10s, 9s, and 8s, and then one for just everything else. Next up, in Arceus V-Star, Mint 9. Hard to for Sword and Shield era cards, most of them get Gem Mint 10, so this was a rough one. Might have just been, yeah, I guess off-centered bottom to top on the front there, so I guess it could be fair. Let's keep going with the Pokemon stuff. We have a Charizard EX, Hyper Rare from Obsidian Flames. Another Mint 9. This one, I'm not sure. Hard to say. Very hard to say. For modern Pokemon, it's usually 9s or 10s, so I guess corner has some whitening there, but it is what it is. Another Charizard EX. This one is from the Charizard EX Premium Collection box. This one is a Gem Mint 10. This one's for Dzov, so congrats on that one, Dzov. Next up, a Maleficent Monstrous Dragon, Gem Mint 10. Beautiful Lorcana card. Okay, maybe about 60% Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually, and I remember there's actually a lot of Lorcana in this sub, so beautiful Gem Mint 10 there. And another Lorcana card, another Maleficent, another Gem Mint 10. Beautiful card. This is one of the best cards from the first chapter that's non-enchanted. So awesome to see a couple Gem Mint 10s there. A Roaring Moon EX, Gem Mint 10, hyper rare from Paradox, what's it called? Paradox Rift. I think that one's for Dzov as well. Another Maleficent, another Gem Mint 10. I'm going to leave these in the same pile. I think there's like 5 or 6 of them. Elsa, Spirit of Winter, another beautiful Gem Mint 10. Amazing. Just going to keep all the Lorcanas together because they're all for, they're basically, other than one card, they're all for Disco. So Disco with another Gem Mint 10 Maleficent. That's insane. Such a good sub for Lorcana. Another Elsa, Gem Mint 10. Like, these are really clean cards, to be fair. Maybe like a tiny nick of whitening there, but I guess not enough to take away from the fact that it is a 10. Ursula, another Gem Mint 10. I have a PSA 9 of this. I graded it early on and unfortunately got a 9, but 10 for Disco. Cinderella, this one was a big card. It's a really expensive card, raw even. And it looks really great. I think this is the best card in the second set in Rise of the Floodborn. And this one got a 9, but it actually did get upcharged to $18 or $18.99 or whatever it is for like the value sub, because they think it's worth over like $500 or $200 or whatever the declared value limit is, which I guess is fair considering it is a very expensive raw card, but unfortunately they ding you for that even. Bell, strange but special, PSA 10. A lot of these legendary foils have been graded, and they have all done really well here, so awesome to see. Charizard EX, Gem 10 again for Dzov. Oh, I don't know why I'm putting this in that pile. I think I'll just leave it on top of this for now and then go from there. Roaring Moon EX, another Gem 10. This is a really nice card from Paradox Rift. I like it. Looks good. This is the best special illustration rare from that set. I'm pretty darn sure. Bell, strange but special, another one, another 10. We'll get through the Lorcana pretty soon here, guys, and then we'll get into the good stuff, the Yu-Gi-Oh! So another Charizard EX, Gem Mint 10. Lots of 10s so far, guys. Pretty solid. Elsa, Spirit of Winter, Gem Mint 10. And possibly the last Lorcana card for a while. Bell, strange but special, Gem Mint 10. Amazing. So he did, I think he got all 10s on his legendary foils, so that's amazing. Nami, One Piece. This is, I think, the only One Piece card in this submission. This one got upcharged as well. It's not the pre-errata art. It is the errata version of this card, so it did get a 10, and it did get upcharged to the $19 per card or $18.99 per card thing. All right, we're back to Yu-Gi-Oh! So Exploder Dragonwing from Raging Battle, PSA 8. A lot of these Spanish cards got dinged a little bit because of the corners, I think. Like, a lot of these have, like, chipped edges and corners. Like, look at that. I'm not sure about the 6, like I said, but a lot of these alties, unfortunately, got not much better than 8s and 9s. 8s for this Dragonite Draco Equiste. Beautiful card. I really like this card, but PSA 8, unfortunately. But look at our stack of 10s compared. I know they're mostly Lorcana and Pokemon so far, but pretty impressive still. Next up, Ojama King, Re Ojama, PSA 7. So again, I'm not really going to go digging to see, okay, I guess where that was there. And a lot of these were not in mint shape, like they were not Gem Mint 10 condition. And he knew this before submitting them, but they're for Team Levi on Instagram. Thor, we got a PSA 9, that's pretty solid. Thor, Lord of the Azir. Spanish, PSA 9. Nice card. Really nice card. Congrats on that one, man. Next up, a Relinquished. Magic Ruler Ultra Rare. Parallel Rare. So it's got like a weird, like, glossy texture on it. Looks cool. PSA 6. Which is fair. Like, the card was pretty dinged up, so yeah, not bad. I know Taylor just wanted that slabbed up. That's Captain of Meowika. PSA 10 on this Dark Magician Girl Psycho Battle Royale. Beautiful card. And this used to be a $2,000 card, and now it's like $55, $60 in PSA 10, which is insane. It's like Pop 2000 to be fair, but beautiful card. I like it. Gonna keep this one for my personal collection, I think, for a long time. Just because it's a really unique looking artwork of this card, and the first Rush Duel, like, full art version, I guess full art almost, version of Dark Magician Girl, so pretty cool to see. What else we have? We have Stratos. This one is a PSA 8. I thought this would get a 9, honestly, but I guess they gave it an 8 for some scratches on the back. Can't really tell, like I said, but the rest of the card is really clean, so I'm kind of disappointed in the 8 for this one. But yeah, it's all good. I just needed an 8 and above for my hero collection anyways, and I'm not even sure if I want to collect all of the Jump promo version heroes and all of the manga heroes yet either. I've started slowly doing it, but just I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it up. We'll see, or like finish it off that way. Next up, a Volcanic Doomfire. This is the biggest card in the submission for me personally. And I 1000% thought this would get a 9 because there are some factory scratches on the back, just pack fresh. But this ended up getting a PSA 10, and I got upcharged to $75 for this to like the regular price, which is I think $1,500 declared value limit. I personally think this card is worth about $1,500, maybe $1,200, like $1,200 to $1,500 right now, US dollars. I have seen somebody list one for $1,000 recently. So cool card. I am happy to own this for the time being. I may or may not sell this going forward. It just depends on the offer and if it's right. Not in a rush to sell by any means. So yeah, very happy to own this. And I actually got this raw from Disco Games, who pulled it a while back. So awesome to see. Next up, Magicians of Bonds and Unity. So one of the 4 cards that I need to finish off this set, and this one got a gem mint 10. Very nice. I can't remember which one I picked up as a raw card and which one I pulled, so I'm gonna have to do some quick searching just to see and just take a closer look, but I'm sure I can figure it out based off like centering and everything. They're really well centered for the most part. They're just slightly different, the 2 copies that I have, so maybe this is it. Nope. But we'll leave that there for now. This card actually did get upcharged as well to the $19 per card tier. Elemental Hero Dark Neos. Never get tired of grading this. This one is for my boy Obelisk Blue from Australia. And I've graded like 3 or 4 of these at this point. So really cool to see the ultra rare Dark Neos. I think they look fantastic. Next up, another Magicians of Bonds and Unity. This one's from Age of Overlord. And it got a gem mint 10. This one's the first one that I pulled out of 12 loose blisters of Age of Overlord, which was insane. So very, very happy with this copy, and it's extremely clean, so I'm going to be keeping this in my personal collection. So we are 2 out of the 4 now in gem mint 10 condition, and this is the second copy of Bonds and Unity from Phantom Nightmare. And this one got upcharged as well, and as you can see, got a gem mint 10. Very happy with it. Looks like there's some like sparkles on the inside or something. Like it looks like dust or something, but I guess it's probably just the Starlight or the quarter century rare treatment. But yeah, beautiful card as well. Happy to have this in another gem mint 10. So 2 copies of the Phantom Nightmare version. Andrew Sphinx for Obelisk Blue, gem mint 10 from the exclusive pack. Cool card. Not hard to find. You get this guaranteed in the exclusive pack. That was a weird product. All right, so we have the Duelist Nexus version of Magicians of Bonds and Unity, and this is the first card of the set. And personally, this is my favorite version of the card because it just looks great in the green, and it looks like it's made for this background in this color. Unfortunately, we got a near mint to mint 8. Because this is my favorite of all of them, even though I didn't pull it. This one I picked up from Ruxin, and I'm assuming it's just because of this tiny little corner issue right there. That's probably the main thing. So unfortunate, but I'm going to keep this for the time being as a placeholder until I can pick up a PSA 10 copy at some point maybe. Or if somebody has a PSA 10 copy that they would like to trade for a Phantom Nightmare version, let me know, because I would love to do that as well. But I will hang on to this for the time being. Still a cool card, still slabbed up, and it's perfect for my collection either way. If I never get a 10, then it is what it is. Amethyst Cat, PSA 7, very unfortunate for a common. I guess there's like a bit of a print line on the back there, factory print line, I'm assuming, or scratch. But that is an unfortunate 7 because commons are usually really easy to grade. But thankfully our stack of 8s and below is actually not that high, so. Venom Serpent from Tactical Evolution for Obelisk Blue as well. PSA 9. Pretty solid card. Not sure why I got the 9. Probably just off-centering. Yugioh, the Loving Defender Forever. This is also my personal card, and I am very happy to announce that it got a gem mint 10. Awesome card. Looks like Flame Wingman, obviously, with the dragon head as its arm and the wings. But yeah, very, very nice card. I think it's pop 5 or 6 right now, and extremely clean. Shout out to Brian for helping me pick this up in raw condition. I picked it up for like 80 or 90 bucks, I think, before it spiked in price, literally like a few days after release. So really happy with that. Next up, Rise of the Snake Deity, common from Tactical Evolution for Obelisk Blue, you guessed it. Awesome to see. Neos. Okay, this is a really interesting card because there is definitely like a touch of whitening right there, and it is slightly off-centered in my opinion, top to bottom. Like bottom is definitely, or bottom to top. Bottom is definitely like there's a thicker border here than there, but it ended up getting a gem in 10, and I'm pretty darn happy with that because it is a really nice looking OCG ultimate rare. It's not a very expensive card by any means. I think as a PSA 10, it's probably worth under $200 still. But it's a cool card because I'm never gonna pay for the English version. Like I'm never gonna spend the money on that. But just having this in ultimate rare in Japanese is super cool to me, and gonna hold on to this one forever too. Next up, a Flame Wingman. This is my favorite card in the submission, I'd say. It's not the most expensive by any means. I think it's about like maybe $500 or $600 in PSA 10 condition. But Elemental Hero Flame Wingman, Japanese OCG Ultimate Rare. Look at that foiling. That just pops. That's beautiful. I think this is like my favorite version. Other than Asian English, this is my favorite version of the card. I do own this card in PSA 9 as well, so if you guys are interested in the PSA 9, hit me up, and could potentially work it out with you. I think I'm looking for about $150 on it, including tracked shipping, because the last 9 that sold was for $162 or $165 on eBay, so I am happy to sell you the other 9 that I have, or the 9 that I have for $150 as of right now. Offer is good for the next week as of uploading this video, so. Venom Swamp, PSA 9, Tactical Evolution. Namari, so this one's mine. It's an enchanted from the second set of Lorcana, Rise of the Floodborn, and it got a gem in 10. I'm slightly surprised about this one as well, just because enchanteds are not that easy to grade. Honestly, just because of the mass amount of foiling on them and how prone they are to scratches and stuff, but this one looks pretty darn good. Better than I remember, honestly, so happy with the 10 on that as well. That one might be for sale if anyone's interested. Elsa, PSA 10, of course. Spirit of Winter. Another Bell, PSA 10. Not surprised at this point. Blue Eyes White Dragon, Structure Deck Kaiba. Mint 9, okay. It's pretty solid. This one is for Taylor. And, oh wow, that's a crazy 9. Look at that. How is that a 9? Look at the edge wear right there, and then right there as well. That's insane to me that this got a 9 somehow. I feel like, Taylor, if you sent this back to PSA and said that there's no way this is a 9, they would probably pay you out for it, and then give it the appropriate grade. It's probably like a 7 or a 6 at best, to be honest with you, but I guess it's a 9, I guess. So, I don't know, PSA. Sometimes you are a little inconsistent, I cannot lie. Summon Skull, 5. Okay, that's a fair grade for this. It looks very beat up, but it's a beautiful ultimate rare. And you cannot go wrong with slabbing these up. Congrats to Taylor on that one as well. Magikarp, this one also got upcharged to $75, like the regular tier, which is insane, because this card has been selling for just under $700, and I think there's a lot of hype around it right now, but I don't really know why this card is that expensive, and I don't know why this got upcharged to $75, but congrats on that one as well, Disco. Buster Blader, PSA 8, pretty solid grade for an OCG Ultimate Rare. From way back in the day. This one also has like some significant whitening there at the top, or edge wear, whatever you want to call it. So I'm not sure how they decided to grade some of these. I cannot lie. Cyber Dragon, PSA 6. Gorgeous card though. Probably an appropriate grade for that as well. Wild Wingman. Okay, so Spanish Wild Wingman, PSA 8. It is off-centered. Probably has some corner issues as well. So probably a fair grade. Judgment Dragon, Light of Destruction, first edition. Of course, Light of Destruction is getting reprinted in Unlimited pretty soon. This one got a 7, which, again, I'm not quite sure if it was a fair grade, but the 8s to 9s, I'd say, is a fair range for the majority of these Spanish cards. Next up, Dark Red Enchanter, PSA 8. Also for Team Levi. Crystal Beast, Sapphire Pegasus, PSA 7 for Team Levi. Ooh, this is a pretty nice card. PSA 8 on this Majestic Star Dragon. The foiling is pretty solid, though. Okay, I guess the corners. Yeah, that's probably a fair 8. Look at that corner down there and there. Yeah, we'll say that's a fair 8, unfortunately, because the foiling is really nice on that one. Lightning Golem. Evil Hero Lightning Golem. Glass. Oh, 7. So like that 9 on this Blue Eyes is very, very strange to me, but it is what it is. And sometimes you get a little luckier, I guess, if you want to call it that. I just wish they were consistent, like all around, fully consistent. They're just not. And it's frustrating sometimes because you know that some cards are undergraded and you know that some cards are overgraded. I'd say, like, look at that. That's a 9 as well. Like, please tell me how that's a 9. This is a pretty inconsistent sub, I'd say. But that's cool. Congrats on that one, Team Levi. Another Draco Equeast. And I think, honestly, like, if you're keeping them from your personal collection, I guess it doesn't really matter the grade to some degree. But if you're looking to sell them and it's not a true 9 or 10 or whatever you're looking for, then that can cause problems for PSA themselves. And of course they have their buyback guarantee, where if a card is not actually at the grade that it's supposed to be at, as PSA determines, then you can get them to pay you out for the card. So that's pretty cool. But this one got a 4, and that's harsh, I think. Is there a big dent or something? I can't really tell. Maybe an Alti stamp, but PSA 4 on this Red Eyes. Kind of crazy. Beautiful card. I really, really want one of those at some point in time. Junk Warrior. I wish this was mine. Mine is very damaged, but PSA 10 on this one for Dzov. So congrats on that one, my friend. Beautiful, beautiful card, even though it's really cheap right now. I think it's like a $10 card in quarter century rare, which is nuts. All right, we're back to adding to the 10 stack, which is nice. Okay. Dragon Knight Draco Equeast. PSA 8 on this Ghost Rare. And there is a scratch there that I noticed and a couple of other scratches, so I guess that's probably fair. And then that corner, so 8 is probably fair for this, but beautiful first edition Spanish Ghost Rare. To go with the Spanish Ultimate Rare. Not Venomenaga. Venomenon. King of Poisonous Snakes. PSA 8 on this one. That foiling is beautiful for this Euro Spanish version of this card. Really nice. Like, honestly, this one probably deserved a 10 more. I mean, not a 10, a 9 more than some of the 9s deserved. But what can you do, I guess? Grandneos. Oh, 8. So I feel like the Neos fusions don't look as good, in my opinion, in Ultimate Rare, in Europrint, compared to just the NA print, but I could be wrong. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but that does look pretty good, actually. And the last card of this mission, guys, what is it? We have a Dark Creator from Phantom Darkness. PSA 9 to end things off. That's pretty solid. We will take that. This one's for Team Levi as well. All the Spanish cards are. So anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching this. I really appreciate y'all's support. Look at that massive stack of 10s compared to 8s, or 9s, 8s, and then anything below 8. So I think the gem rate was about just over 50%. I could be wrong. I can't remember off the top of my head, but you guys can count if you'd like from here on out and let me know in the comments below. Thank you for everybody that trusts me with their cards and with shipping them all the way to PSA and getting them back and then shipping them out to you again. I appreciate y'all. And next submission is going to be in July at some point in time. So hit me up on Instagram if you're interested in getting involved with that. And yeah, without holding you guys back anymore, that is the end of the video. Enjoy the rest of your days and see y'all soon. Peace.